So, you know all those slick, new digital banking apps that seem to be popping up everywhere? Well, what if I told you there's a secret about them? A really big secret that might just change how you think about what a bank even is. All right, let's dive in. Yeah, you heard me right. For a whole lot of them, the company whose name is on the app, they don't have a banking license. They aren't the ones holding your deposits or running all the complicated payment systems behind the scenes. Okay, so what in the world is going on here? I mean, if they aren't the bank, what are they? And how on earth can they offer banking services? Well, the answer is hiding in this really cool layer of technology that's been quietly rewiring the entire financial industry. It's all about something called banking as a service, or BaaS for short. The best way to think about it is like this. You've got the big, licensed, traditional banks. They're like the power plants, right? Generating all the electricity. BaaS is the grid. It lets basically any company, from a tiny startup to your accountant, just plug in and deliver that financial power to you under their own name. It's the invisible engine that makes it all go. But here's the catch, and it's a big one. Plugging into this financial grid, it's not easy. This is a field dominated by giants, and for a long time, getting started has been incredibly hard and just eye-wateringly expensive. So, if you're a company and you want to launch some kind of banking product, you've basically got two choices. The no-code path is kind of like using a website builder. It's super fast, but you're stuck with their templates. Then there's the API-first path. That's like building your house from scratch. You get total control, but you better believe you're going to need a whole team of expensive expert developers. And I mean, just look at these numbers. No matter which way you go, the price of admission is crazy steep. We're talking annual fees that start at 60,000 euros or one-time project costs that can blow past $500,000. For most businesses, that's not just a hurdle, it's a giant brick wall that keeps them out of the game completely. And this wall is exactly where our case study comes in. A UK fintech called Gemba looked at this whole situation, and instead of trying to find a way to climb over that wall, they decided to just pull out a sledgehammer. They came with a totally different playbook. Their first move, honestly, it was just brilliant. Instead of trying to serve every single company out there, they zeroed in on a niche that was totally being ignored by the big guys. Professional services firms. You know, accountants, law firms, payroll companies, businesses that have tons of trust with their clients, but have zero in-house tech teams. So next, they took aim at the industry's biggest barrier, that huge upfront cost. While everyone else was charging tens, even hundreds of thousands of pounds just to get started, Gemba's price for their white label platform was zero. Yep, a big fat nothing. No setup fee. Now, this is the really crucial part. This wasn't just a clever pricing trick to get people in the door. It was a complete shift in the whole business relationship. Jimba wasn't trying to be a vendor you hire. They wanted to be a partner you grow with. And their model shows exactly how they do it. It's all based on revenue sharing. Gemba gives away the platform for free, and they only make money when their partners start making money from things like transaction fees. This just completely flips the old model on its head. If a partner's project doesn't take off, Gemba doesn't get paid. Their success is literally tied together. And look, this isn't just theory, it's working in the real world. Just check out this quote from one of their partners, a UK fintech. They're talking about the real-world impact. They launched super fast, started serving their own clients right away, and got a real competitive edge, all without that huge upfront cash burn. So a disruptive strategy sounds awesome, right? But what about the results? Did it actually work? Well, let's look at the numbers, because they don't lie. This timeline really tells the story. They get their regulatory approval in 2020 and start building. But the key moment, the big inflection point, is right here in late 2024. That's when they go all in on this partner-led white label model. And the growth after that is just staggering. In less than a year, they're not just a government-recommended partner. They've blown past £330,000 in monthly recurring revenue. And this bar chart, wow, it really puts that explosion into perspective. Look at this. They go from under £43,000 a month in revenue in November 2024 to over $331,000 just 8 months later. That's almost an 8x increase. And remember, that growth is almost entirely powered by their partners succeeding. The model is absolutely working. And just in case you were thinking this is some small experiment, get this. We're talking about a platform that has processed over £500 million in payments. This isn't just a disruptive idea anymore. It's a robust, scalable engine that's proven itself in the market. So, Gemba's story is an amazing case study in how to disrupt an industry. But let's zoom out for a second. What does all this tell us about the future of banking itself? What we're really seeing with Gemba is a perfect example of a huge trend called embedded finance. It's this simple but incredibly powerful idea that in the future, financial services will be built into the apps and software we already use every day, instead of living in some separate bank app you have to open. And Gemba is clearly betting big on this future. Their plans include expanding into Europe, adding deeper integrations with tools businesses already use, like the accounting software Xero, and even open sourcing some of their tech to help more people build on their platform. Which all brings us to this one final, kind of mind-bending thought. If any business you already trust can offer you banking services through a model like this, does the future of banking even look like a bank? Or does it look more like a network of financial tools, just seamlessly embedded into the fabric of the businesses we already trust and use every single day?